killers are among the most evil killers. They will look at you down, the beautiful woman there, they'll look at you and they will kill you. These are seriously sick people.
Donald Trump took this blatantly racist stage show on the road to the Chicago Economic Club to tell any woman he could find that a scary brown person will murder her unless he's in the White House.
Migrants from all over the place. You know, it's not just South America. We have people coming in from the Congo, large numbers from the Congo and Africa. They came in, as of last night, I was speaking to Tom Homan, 180 countries. People came in. They came from prisons and jails. They came from mental institutions and insane asylums, a step above. They came from the terrorists. We had large numbers of terrorists come in. When I was president, we had the strongest border in the history of a country. I built hundreds of miles of wall, and walls work, by the way. Hundreds of miles. We had the best numbers we've ever had.
He has no clue what's going on in Congo and has zero interest in finding out. His only objective is to evoke what he believes, which is that what's even scarier than a brown person is a black person. His racism and ignorance is so glaring, people simply don't believe that they're seeing what they're seeing. So I guess they just accept it. But he had more than that to expose about himself at this event.
Bob Woodward, in his book, claims that a Trump aide says that the former president, a Republican 2024 nominee, has spoken with Vladimir Putin 7 times since leaving the White House in 2021. It is not clear exactly when those specific 7 phone conversations took place.
Can you say yes or no whether you have talked to Vladimir Putin since you stopped being president?
Well, I don't comment on that, but I will tell you that if I did, it's a smart thing. If I'm friendly with people, if I have a relationship with people, that's a good thing, not a bad thing, in terms of a country. He's got 2,000 nuclear weapons, and so do we. China has a lot less, but they'll catch us within 5 years.
That sounds very much like you did talk to him.
I don't talk about that.
This guy just refused to say whether or not he talks to Putin since leaving office. Didn't say no. Then immediately dives into why speaking to Putin is a great thing, so that they can chat about nuclear weapons. What's normal about a former president continuing to secretly speak with the leader of another country that your country has some beef with, while the current president is carrying out his own policy? This is coming from the guy that his supporters riled up to claim that Barack Obama is secretly running the country from the shadows, when this is literally him defending the decision to discuss foreign policy with Vladimir Putin when he's no longer even in office. That's worse than their conspiracy that Obama's running the White House, especially since their conversations were things that they'd want to keep from getting out.
Bob Woodward details in this book that former President Trump, the then sitting president at the time, had, quote, secretly sent Putin a bunch of Abbott point-of-care COVID test machines for his personal use as the virus spread rapidly through Russia. He quotes Putin as saying, quote, please don't tell anybody you sent these to me. To which Trump responded, I don't care, fine. Putin said, no, I don't want you to tell anybody because people will get mad at you, not me. They don't care about me.
And without blinking, he defends secret conversations with Putin. But let's get back to this interview that he thought he was killing.
The U.S. Justice Department is thinking about breaking up Alphabet, as Google likes to be known now. Should Google be broken up?
I just haven't gotten over something the Justice Department did yesterday, where Virginia cleaned up its voter rolls and got rid of thousands and thousands of bad votes, and the Justice Department sued them that they should be allowed to put those bad votes and illegal votes back in and let the people vote. So I haven't gotten over that. A lot of people have seen that. They can't even believe it.
Again, the question was about breaking up Google, not about how mad he is that the Justice Department isn't letting Virginia break federal law by purging Americans off of the voting rolls right before an election. But I do think it's obvious that the person upset about Americans voting is the guy that wanted to bypass votes because he lost in 2020.
The question is about Google, President Trump.
Yeah, look, Google's got a lot of power. They're very bad to me, very, very bad to me. I mean, I can speak from that standpoint. They only have bad stories. In other words, if I have 20 good stories and 20 bad stories, and everyone's entitled to that, you'll only see the 20 bad stories. And I called the head of Google the other day, and I said, I'm getting a lot of good stories lately, but you don't find them in Google. I think it's a whole rigged deal. I think Google's rigged just like our government is rigged all over the place.
So you would break them up, in other words?
I'd do something.
He thinks his search results should be considered when talking about breaking up Google. Everything starts and ends with him. And as long as he can control what's revealed about him, he feels better. He keeps showing us who he is and what his intentions are.
You're the #1 person on all of Google for stories. I mean, which probably makes sense, to be honest with you. I actually believe most of them are bad stories, but these are minor details, right? And it's only bad because of the fake news, because the news is really fake. That's the one we really have to straighten. We have to straighten out our press, because we have a corrupt press. That's the one we really have to.
Can I ask you?
That's election interference. They're interfering with the election. Am I right? They should lose their license, and 60 Minutes should be taken off the air.